Okay, welcome back to another edition of Meet the Ice Bus Freshman, and today we're joined by the lone defenseman in this year's incoming class, John Spetz. And John, welcome to UConn, and thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, and you're from Oak Ridge, New Jersey, and you'll be coming up the stores this fall to join the Huskies. Talk a little bit about your decision to come to UConn, what drew you there, and what are you excited about to become a Husky?
Yeah, for me, the recruiting process last year, it was an interesting situation for me, but it was pretty easy. I think Coach Cav and Joe and Tyler, they all seemed to be really interested in me and excited, so it made it pretty easy for me how much they were committed by coming out to my games and stuff and talking to me a lot, and the communication was good, and the trust, I just felt trust from them right away, so it was a pretty easy decision.
Okay. Last year and the last 3 years, you played in the USHL, specifically with the Chicago Steel. 164 games, you had 78 points. Last year, you were third in the league amongst defensemen in scoring. You led your team defensemen with 14 goals. What was your experience like playing in that league, and how do you think you prepared you to make the transition to college hockey?
Yeah, I think every year I learned something new. The first year was just kind of like learning how to be good in that league and at a high level. And then the last 2 years, it's just been constant growth. And um, I'm extremely confident going in. Chicago really prepared me well. I mean, the growth in my game that I see has sub- substantially gotten improved. So like I said, I'm extremely excited and confident to go in. They prepared me extremely well.
Now, like I said earlier, you're the lone defenseman for the incoming freshman. You're going to join a group that's got some experience, also has some good young guys. What do you know about the defensemen already at UConn, and how do you think or what do you think you get playing with them, and how you're going to fit in with that group?
Yeah, from talking to Tyler and stuff, and um, I feel like I should be fine. I should come in and do what I'm hopefully planning on doing, and just kind of fitting in the team and playing the way I've played the last 2 years. And I don't know. I think the way the UConn defensemen play, as from what I've seen, is kind of similar to the way I've played the last couple of years. So I don't think the transition will be that hard. I think it's just adjusting to other teams' speed and strength a little bit. But I think just the decision making in the game and stuff, I should be fine. Yeah, they got a strong decor, and I'm just hoping I can help improve it in any way I can.
Now, can you describe yourself maybe a little bit as a player? Like, give the Husky fans maybe an idea of how you see yourself on the ice. I mean, obviously, as a defenseman, you've put up a lot of points in the junior hockey level. Is that the kind of style of game you play? You get more involved in the offense and scoring?
Yeah, I think every year the USHL is obviously a tough league to score in, especially as a defenseman. So I think every year, I think the way my numbers progressed, and I was pretty excited about that. And I think definitely I could bring an offensive side, which is good. But I think the strong part of my game is just my details in the D zone, and I don't know, the way I defend. I think that's my strong part. I think the offensive part has grown a lot, but I think for a defenseman too, you always gotta you're not sure if you're gonna score every night, so you gotta make sure that you're doing your job first, and that's what I'm coming to UConn for, is for defensemen. So I think just understanding that comes first, and then they obviously, like, the coaches at UConn want all the D to jump into play and stuff. So when that time comes, I just gotta execute. But like I said, if I take care of my own end, I should be fine.
Now, you this past season, you wore a letter on your jersey. You were an alternate captain for the team. What did that experience or what did that role do for you as a hockey player, and what did you learn about yourself as in a leadership role?
Yeah, I got a letter the year before, halfway through the season. I don't know if anyone marked it, but for me, that's kind of when I knew that obviously I was going to be a leader of the next year's team, but also that guys looked up to my work ethic and stuff. And I think for me, I just got to continue to do that. I think that will help me be successful in the future, especially at UConn. I think for me that meant a lot because I'm not like I like to joke around and stuff, but it showed that like a lot of people looked up to my work ethic on the ice and stuff and my details. So I think as long as I provide that stuff on the ice, I can be myself off the ice, and I think people will appreciate it. And I don't know. I think it will be beneficial for me and the team.
Right. All right, just a couple more here. We'll get you on your way. Favorite NHL team or player that you like?
Yeah, I'd say the Devils is my favorite team. Just because of New Jersey. Yeah, nothing detail. I think just I don't know, just kind of a Devil fan. To be honest, like they've been struggled the last couple of years, but I'll always root for them.
Gotcha.
And then obviously, I think the game's grown so much. So I mean, for defensemen, there's so many. I think like a guy like Drew Doughty is just so fun to watch because he just does everything right as a defenseman. So I'd say him.
Any other sports you follow? Any other favorite teams that you like to root for?
Yeah, the Minnesota Vikings in the NFL. Yeah, just kind of dad liked the team, so
Sure.
me and my brother did, and they've had some decent years. They just can't finish it off, but it's fun watching them. You don't when the time comes and they do win a Super Bowl, it'll be exciting.
Yeah. All right, last one. Off the ice, what do you like to do? Summertime's often a time when guys like to hit the golf course. Some guys big fishing. What is it that John Spetz likes to do off the ice during his downtime?
Yeah, besides skating, obviously, I think for me it's it's roller hockey. I have a group of friends that play roller hockey with like once or twice a week. So for me, that's the most fun. Like I don't know, it's not even close. It's a little bit close to real hockey, but not really. And I don't know, it's just so competitive and fun. I don't know, really makes my weeks a lot better.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you for a few minutes of your time today, John. We look forward to seeing you up in stores and when you hit the ice for the Huskies this season.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Join us again next time as we meet another member of this year's incoming freshman class.